Get ready for 10 facts so absurd you'll question your own sanity. Brace yourselves. Looks like Alexander the Great's conquest of death wasn't quite as victorious as he hoped. Turns out, the legendary conqueror might have met his end in a less glorious way, trapped in his own tomb, paralyzed and painfully aware of his own funeral. Qing Sha, the world's most successful pirate, rose from humble beginnings as a prostitute to become a powerful fleet commander. Her secret? Marrying her way into the top job. So you thought the Avengers were just a bunch of superheroes saving the world? Think again. Turns out, the real Avengers were a group of Jewish assassins who, after World War II, decided to get some sweet revenge on those pesky Nazis. They even managed to poison over 2,000 German POWs. Talk about a different kind of assemble. Get this, Honest Abe wasn't just a president, he was a wrestling machine. This 6'4" giant was basically the John Cena of his time, racking up hundreds of wins before becoming commander-in-chief. Talk about a resume booster. Surprise! Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, wasn't actually Egyptian. Turns out she was more like a Greek tourist who somehow ended up ruling the country. Her family were basically Greek intruders, descendants of one of Alexander the Great's buddies. Talk about a case of mistaken identity. Back in the 1800s, ketchup wasn't for burgers, it was for healing. Doctors actually prescribed it as medicine for upset stomachs. Talk about a strange twist of fate. Victorians had a truly unique way of remembering loved ones. They'd photograph them after they died. Dressed in their finest, the deceased would be posed for eerie, lifelike portraits. Talk about a morbid family tradition. You might think the Salem witch trials were a fiery affair, but think again. Turns out these witches mostly faced jail time or the noose, not a fiery demise. Talk about a plot twist. Hard times called for creative solutions during the Great Depression. People turned flour and potato sacks into fashionable clothes. This unexpected trend even inspired food companies to make their packaging more stylish, proving that even in tough times, people still want to look good. Believe it or not, a pig once faced the death penalty in medieval France. After injuring a child, this porky culprit was arrested, put on trial, and ultimately hanged. Talk about a ham-handed justice system.